I'm doing well, Tony. So, ready for Arch Madness. So, have you been to the St. Louis Arch before?
I have not. No.
It's scary. Don't do it. I'd rather just go hang out at the brewery across the
Okay.
street. So,
Okay. This is scary. I
that's
won't
what
do
you.
that. All right. That's a good information there from Mindy. You know, we talked about the unders yesterday, right? Hitting that first
Right.
game. You know, it opened at 140. So again, what happened in that one was the folks that got it early won, and the sheep got sent to slaughter because they moved that to what 133. A huge move.
Right. I know you see that happening just a ton. I can't remember. There was another game I was looking at here earlier that it's the same thing. Like it's moved like 6 points. I mean, these are pretty big swings here. So that's why we do these game day picks and why we do the morning steam. So you get the best lines and don't miss out.
Yeah, don't miss that. Yeah, don't play. You know, you got for those of you that took the under in that game with after that 6 7 point line move, man, you deserve to lose, brother. I mean, that's you just cannot do that. I mean, I couldn't believe how much it moved and how it moved that
Yeah.
much. That's because there's people betting at 138, 136, 135, 134. To make it move that much, people are betting at bad numbers. You don't can't do that.
Right, right. And it's been happening a lot in the NBA too. I mean, really huge swings there too, more than what we've seen like in the past. And I know it really did that in the NFL this year. Like that was crazy. Like opening lines that say it was like a -3, and then like suddenly they're like +8 by the time of kickoff. I mean, just like huge swing. So gotta always be looking out for the lines. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
always look at that opening number to make sure you're getting the best number when you bet the games. That's very important there because that's a big angle. Under in those Missouri Valley Conference. You had the under hit if you got the opening number or maybe the first or second move. By the time by the sheep got in, you got slaughtered, guys. You got skinned.
Right,
All right, here we go. Speaking of
right.
Missouri Valley, it's St. Louis. No, that's not Missouri Valley. This is. I keep thinking Arch Madness St. Louis. No, it is the A10 here. Dayton and St. Louis here. Dayton here laying a point and a half here on the road. Total 136 and a half.
Yeah, so you have Dayton. They're winners their last 4 out of 5 now. They're 6-4 against the spread in the last 10. You're looking at St. Louis here, winners 3 of 5, 3-6-1 against the spread in the last 10 here. Dayton also just beat St. Louis pretty bad, 70-56. Both teams also have pretty big wins here over Loyola Chicago over their last 5 here as well. St. Louis, I think they're a little bit better home team than maybe Dayton is as an away team. But if you take a look at overall some of these numbers, Dayton here has a better field goal percentage right now. They're sitting at 47%. And in conference play, they've been shooting close to almost 55% here. While St. Louis has kind of gone the other way from about 45, 43. Now they're shooting at about 40% here as of late. You know, Dayton does have a pretty slow pace of play, but they've really been able to dictate as of late what they've been doing. They also just have the better defense here. I think they're going to be able to, basically kind of, be able to dictate this and have this be something close to what this was before. I'm thinking it's going to be more right around that total of 136, 138 that it is at right now here. But the Flyers, if you take a look at them, they're 5-1 against the spread versus a team with a winning record, and it's the opposite here for St. Louis. They're 0-5 against a team with a winning record right now. So it's been a lot different with how these teams have been playing here lately. Dayton has, an EPA here of 94, so they are pretty decent on the offensive side. And St. Louis, on their defensive side, they're ranked 248th right now. So that's pretty big when you have a pretty decent offensive team going against a really bad defensive team. And then St. Louis, on the opposite side, they're sitting at 135th on offense and sitting versus a team with a 77th ranked defense. I like Dayton in this one. I'm going to go ahead and take them on the money line. I wouldn't mess with this. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it might be like a 2 to 4 point game. So take the money line here and run to the window after this one gets over today.
All right, Mindy, here on money line here with Dayton the Flyers here. Hard to argue that one. As we talked before the show, I saw St. Louis. There was a game that I circled in the non-conference when they went to Iona. That was something. I don't think it was it. Yeah, it was a true road game, but still they should have been able to handle that Metro
Right.
Athletic Atlantic team, and they got run off the court. And I said, wait, this is not the same St. Louis team that we've seen in past seasons where they remember they used to have that really dominated home court, really good defensive team. But lo and behold, they already have 3 losses on the home court this year.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with it, right? I mean, it's just been momentum into conference play. I mean, I know you talk about it that when you go closer to this time of year, you kind of throw everything else out. Like, it doesn't matter what happened in December and January anymore. We're looking pretty much here at these February numbers, where they've played in conference and what they've done as of late. And I think that's something that I think we get skewed with, like, say, a Houston team, like we talked about a couple of days ago. They're like, well, you're like the fifth ranked best defense. How are you gonna get an over game? So I mean, it has a lot to do with how you're playing in these matchups and how these teams go. I mean, our job as handicappers is basically to be able to try to predict a better score or have a better formula than Vegas. And that's why we go through all these numbers and try to model out what we think these predicted scores are going to be. And where we can find these little variances is why we do this, for a living here. But I think the key to this game is definitely going to be playing against this, expected points average, this EPA sitting at 248 defensively for St. Louis. I just think that the Dayton offense is going to be able to run through that D here today.
That's right. Some of these teams, like a Dayton, I mean, you can look at the bracketology. This is an A10 team, right? You got to, you got to win the conference to be assured of a bid. Of course, you can also get in at large. Sometimes we see those bid thieves. Sometimes you can look at coaches' press conferences like Cronin. I mean, he kind of gave you a winner with UCLA yesterday, right? He was really upset. We shouldn't be a number 2 seed, and of course, what do you know what's going to happen, right? Right now, right. So you knew that these games at the end now are important for UCLA because what's in his mind is that we want that in 1 seed, right? We want to stay out west. Right. So that some of the coaches are showing their cards. So this time of the year that Mindy was talking about here, listen to some of what's on the minds of the coaches. You'll understand it, how the importance of these late conference games here. Even though UCLA is pretty much penciled in the tournament, they want that 1 seed. And if you saw that press conference, it gave you the winner last night. All right, Mindy here on Dayton here, money line minus 120 against St. Louis. This one to have a start time here of 7 Eastern time. ESPN2 has it on TV tonight. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com where you've been on absolute fire this year. 5,636 units of profit. That's all documented over the site, showing great profit last 30 days, last 7 days. A lot on the board tonight. NBA, lots of college basketball, day and night again. Here we go. We're going to get these late night games out west as well. Hockey as well on the board. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Well, I just couldn't find anything in hockey today. Do have some leans, but we'll just go ahead and pass that up for a huge NBA card today. I came up with 8 games in the NBA, so pretty excited about those plays. So you can definitely go ahead and pick up a 7-pack there. You can get my best bet, and you can also get my dogs just got me.
Oh, no.
Okay, we survived. But they came out from under the backdrop. Goodness. But yeah, I mean, I have a late night 3-pack for a mixture of college and NBA basketball games. But I do have 5 NCAA college basketball games here tonight, so put that in with a 5-pack as well. So quite a few plays here on a Friday that usually it's been kind of slow for me. So I'm pretty excited for all this volume for a Friday night. But if you don't like these as individual plays, you could definitely go ahead and pick up something a little bit longer term. We've been running really, really well, collecting the data, spitting it out, and spitting out a bunch of winners. And that's what we're here to do. So go ahead and pick up something a little bit longer term. I mean, Tony's already talked about right now that you're getting yourself, almost into the NCAA national championship game by getting one of those month-long packages. So make sure you pick that up. That's probably going to be your best bet right now to minimize that per unit play that you make. So we want to put those profits back into your pocket. So make sure you go ahead and do something a little bit longer term and use the promo code TonyT at checkout.
That's right. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off all of Mindy's premium pick packages. Of course, so you can click the link in the description below, and you'll land right on Mindy's page and go ahead and get signed up. You can see all the plays she has available today here on the site. And of course, as Mindy was talking about, is that 1-month pass. Get it. It's $66 off when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. And that's how you'll roll with it. 30 days of plays from Mindy. It also includes baseball in there as the baseball starts here late in the month. So you get the few days here, Major League Baseball as well, but not from Mindy because she needs time to. I always forget that she needs time to get the data together. But don't worry, she'll be ready to roll. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. So we also can find you over on Tony's Picks Mindy, and of course we find you over on the Discord. And of course, you'll have the game lineup for tomorrow's show on the morning steam.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to wing it, never just going to play plays just to do it. That's irresponsible to give out to my subscribers plays that I'm unsure of. So that's what we do is pick out the best of the best, kind of like you talked about. Hey, if I think a game's gone under but I've already lost 4 points of value, hey, am I really going to give that out as a premium? Probably not, right? So there are always going to be better plays tomorrow, so take your wins and losses for the day, move on. This is a game that we're doing this. It's an investment in the long term. That's kind of how we all look at it here at Tony's Picks. But you can find me on Twitter, where I have another play today in college basketball. So you can go ahead and check that out as well. And then also, make sure you join us in the morning. We're going to try to break our record from Thursday already with a live chat group. The chat group has been pulling their weight today, especially in the Discord. Looks like we got Butterscotch, rounding up the crew here and getting them all winners here tonight. So we appreciate all the help. But we think whenever we can find consensus, we can go ahead and beat Vegas. And that's what we're trying to do. So make sure you get in the Discord. There's lots of plays in here for a Friday night since we missed the show this morning. But catch us tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central, every Saturday through Thursday. We go live, and we want to see your picks. Come with your list of what you like, and we'll let you know what we think. Do your due diligence, find your consensus, and make your plays. All we've been doing is spitting out winners here at this so far. Lots of winning tickets we see in the Discord there. And then I'll also go ahead and put up the lineup for tomorrow. That'll be in there later tonight. So again, post plays if you want to have us cover your favorite game there as well.
That's right, guys. So check out the Discord. We put the link there in the chat room. So go ahead and click it and get in there. A lot of picks there. Of course, follow Mindy there on the Twitter at Tony's Picks Mindy. And of course, check them out. Tomorrow on the morning steam, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. So when Mindy and Ramon are live, you're live with them as well. Get the best numbers before the lines move. Don't take bad numbers. Don't take bad numbers.
Don't take bad numbers.
That's right. All right,
There'll be more games tomorrow. There'll be more games.
There'll be a lot of games tomorrow. Don't worry. There's a lot. There's a lot of conference tournament action.
All we do is leave winners on the table all the time, right? I mean,
yeah.
That's how everyone looks at it. Oh, I should have played that. I should have played that.
That's right. That's what happens. But all right, gotcha. All right, Mindy, have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you again on Monday.
All right, we'll do. See ya.
You got it. Mindy, Hahne.